like to welcome each and every individual to Voices of Integrity with Young Men, and Luke's going to hop off. I laughed. Luke said, "Why is that funny?" Anybody know why that's funny?
Is he still here?
Right?
Okay, you guys have a good day.
um, Kenny, Andrew, anything else either of you guys have?
I don't think so.
Are you guys needing to take off too?
I'll be able to listen, not participate much.
Okay, gotcha. Copy that. Nora, what you got?
It's a good question.
Why is that a good question?
I was trying to come up with like a question or like a topic, I guess.
Well, you might want to do
Yeah,
that
come up with something.
because if you don't do that, I've got one, but it might be a little bit of a it might have a little spice in
When have we ever shied away from spice or what?
it. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Mary, anything you got?
Not at the moment.
I wonder if Mary's going to go ahead and wish she had something.
Oh, Mary already did.
Really? What'd you have? Tell us.
No, I wished I had something.
Oh, you wished you had something. Okay.
Yep.
Um, all right. Well, you guys can interrupt me at any time. Um, so I said for the friendship podcast, but hey, why wait until the friendship, right? So, so here's my question for the friendship. But hey, we got bandwidth here. Let's do it here. The race to the bottom principle and why that's killing women and they don't even know it.
What's the race to the bottom principle?
So when President Obama, he was president, one of the university professors, one of the few, said to the class, for this semester, we are going to go ahead and implement President Obama's philosophy in this class. And so the philosophy is that, we're all going to go ahead, like we're going to all get the same grades. We're going to average out all the grades. If there's 10 A's and 10 F's, we're going to get an average of C's. So we're all going to get the same grade because, hey, this is what I find interesting about the educational system. So as a business person, and I think I ought to be generous. I think I ought to be eager and excited to pay taxes, not necessarily more than what I should, but I think paying taxes is a privilege in this country. The amount of benefit that I gain as a man, as a business owner, as a husband, as a father, I think it's a privilege. They actually have done. Here's a piece of information. I think they've actually done that. If an individual is generous, or a nonprofit organization is generous, there's 500% more productivity if an individual or an organization gives money than if the government does it. So if I'm going to help people, I can have 5 times the impact with the same dollars that the government can. So with that being said, and so I think we ought to be generous, and with people. I think we need to help people. But I always find it interesting where a lot of the educational people go and say, well, Mark, we think you make more money than others. You need to pay more. Well, yes, but like a higher percent. Oh yeah, we're gonna take more from you because you make more. Like I don't think well, when I struggled in school, I've never seen see the educators. It's like, take my money and take it for you or other people. Why is that? How is that? Like, so when I'm in college, when I'm in school, you get an A, I get a C. Well, how about I take your A? Or how about we average it out? And, why do you get an A? Like, I mean, you're smarter than I am. So, I mean, we should take your intelligence and I should take some of it. Like, right? Never will you hear an educator do that. But this educator did. And what happened? The first test, they averaged a B. Second test, they averaged a C. Third test, they averaged a D. Why is that?
Because nobody wants to work for someone else.
Right. WIFM. So it's like, well, wait a minute. I'm not going to work for somebody else. That's great. So what they did is it's a race to the bottom. It's like, well, if I'm just going to get the same thing no matter what, if I'm going to get the same thing no matter what, well, then why would I work? Especially if I don't care. Nora, Mary, are you both connecting the dots or not yet?
So you're saying women do that? Is
Oh,
it because
big
they don't
time.
push?
Oh,
Is it because they don't?
huge. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is part of that because they don't push each other, or
No, probably that too, but no, they do it with men.
gotcha? Yeah, okay. Now I see what you're saying.
What am I saying?
Um, it's like the slowing down on Ford versus Ferrari.
And it's even beyond that. It's the next dimension. Like I realized it yesterday. And I've realized it a long time. Like it's fascinating to me. Like one of the biggest challenges, irritants in my marriage is how my wife will be nicer to total strangers than she is to me. Not all the time. I'm not saying all, but it's weird. Like the telephone operator or the person that's the person that's servicing. We have internet that goes out. It's like we it's the economic engine. This is what's making us money, honey. Well, I don't want to have that like she's super nice to total strangers who have never done anything for her, like ever. And they never will. And she's super nice to them. Like, are you kidding? It's fascinating. When you see this, it's absolutely fascinating.
So what happened yesterday that made you think of that?
There's a goofball in my life. This guy's an idiot. Obviously, I'm not gonna. Well, there's two goofballs. There's two of them yesterday. Same energy. HUAs. I'm telling you, they are. They are just idiots. And I've helped one of them. I've helped for I don't know 8-9 years. Helped him get a wife. Helped him get out of the factory. Helped him in tons of ways. And the guy's just an idiot. He's not nice. He's mean. It's like he's not considerate. I mean, he's just not. He's just not. And he's impacting Like, I don't care about money. I don't need money. I'm in a season of life. I don't need money. I don't even value the stupid stuff. But there are women in my life, they need money. They're in a season of life, they need money. So I'm working my tail off. I'm working my tail off to help them have money. This guy's holding them back. Like, I mean, not obviously, not intentionally, but he is, because he's an idiot. He can't see, they can't see. It's like the blind leading the blind. This guy is an idiot. He's mean, he's nasty, he's divisive, he's unthankful, he's ungrateful, he's stupid, he's ignorant. Like, the guy, what does he think? What is he thinking? What is this guy thinking? He's not thinking. He's just not. He's just not. But he acts all nice to the women. He's hurting the women. Like, hello, dude, you're hurting the women. You're not being considerate of the women, and you're hurting them. Like, you're putting, like, hello. And all the women are nice to him. It's like, really? It's just, so, women, I mean, are women that stupid? Like, do you think that men don't go ahead and watch that? Do you think men don't see that? Wait a minute. That guy's an idiot. And you're treating him nicer than you're treating me. Like, why in the world am I going to go ahead? It's the race to the bottom. I mean, men aren't stupid. I mean, and so women just, it's like, are you kidding? No, this happens all the time. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. And it's just like, you just look at it and you're just like, how come he gets treated so nicely? He's hurting them. Why can't they see that he's hurting them? Why can't they go ahead and say, do you forget what has been given to you? Like with Jonathan, when he's 9 and he's mistreating his mother. Now, she's an irritant. She's an irritant to him. She's an irritant to me. She is a big irritant. Like, there's some goofball husbands out there that use their kids to get back at their wives. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, you are an idiot, dude. So, yes, she irritates me. And yes, she irritates her son. She picks at him when she shouldn't. But I still defend my wife. Like, I still do. Like, it's mind-boggling to me when men that don't do that, they use their children and the women around them as hostages, as human shields. It's like, are you kidding? Nope, that's how it works. It's like, it's just weird. So I go into Jonathan. Rosanna, I come home and she's like, you got to do something with him. So I've shared this story before, but I don't think it's internalizing it. So I'm like, dude, you need to honor your mom because God says to do it. Now, if your mom is not being fair with you, come to me and I'm going to deal with it. I'm not going to be some wuss, not confront my wife. Honey, you're not being fair to your son. Honey, you're expecting more out of him than you are out of yourself. I'm going to bring the heat on to my wife. If she's mistreating my boys, guess what? She has me to face, and I'm going to protect my boys. And if she's mistreating my girls, you know what? That is not acceptable. And I'm going to bring the heat on her. Oh, Jonathan, if if you think she's mistreating you, you come talk to me. Dad's going to deal. He's going to be on it because that's not fair. So I said, but you ought to go ahead and honor her because God says, you get that? I do, Dad. Sorry about that. Yeah, right. And then if that's not enough motivation, you and I are buddies. Like I come home every day and wrestle with you. I hang out with you. I do all kinds of fun things. Like you don't understand this now at 9, but when you make your mom's life hard, you make my life hard too. So we're friends. Like we're friends. I get it, Dad. He's ashamed. He's looking. I get it, Dad. I'm sorry. Right? Now, if that's not enough motivation, dude, she's my wife. You will honor her and respect her because if you don't, I'll kill you. Man to man, iron to iron, just brute force. When he was in his 20s, I was talking to my international speaking coach and one of her friends, and I shared the story, and they're like, that's abusive. I'm like, I don't think so. I think it's just man to man stuff. Like, I wasn't talking like it's really got, but he understood. Don't mess with my wife, dude. Now, if she's being unfair, I'm going to take care of her, and I have my methods. I mean, and they're effective. Like, I don't care if you're my wife. You don't mistreat my kids. You just don't. You just don't. And most of the mistreatment comes from women emotionally and how they harm and how they manipulate and move, especially the boys. And it's not black and white on most of this. Most of this is gray. And so it's like, dude, she does her laundry. She does this. You know what? You can suck it up, buttercup. You can give. It's not this. And so I went back to Jonathan. He's in his 20s. I said, remember that? Oh, yeah, I remember that conversation. Was that abusive to you? Did that create Nope, Dad, got it clear. 20s. He's like, no, I understood. Because that's what men do. That's what real men do. This is what real men. Then I said, now, Jonathan, which of the 3 do I want? Number 1, yeah. And if that's not, then 2. And number 3, I'll resort to things like there's some boys out there that think they're men. They don't understand the forces they're dealing with. Somebody needs to have a come to Jesus talk with these boys. You better respect your father-in-law. You better. You should do it just because the Bible says to do it, you goofball. If that's not enough motivation, like, come on. How much does he put into you? Are you thankful, grateful? Do you have any memories? And if that's not enough motivation, he will take you out of the picture. Like he will. Business wise, whatever wise, he'll expose you for who you are. And women around him, you go ahead and are nice to him and you go ahead and all pleasant to him. You're not changing him. You're not changing him. You're feeding the monster. And I'm fine with that because I don't care. But don't think you can change him. Yeah, you can be nice to him and he'll be nice to you, but he's not being nice and you're so clueless as a woman, you don't understand he's hurting your economic engine for crying out loud. Like, what is wrong with women? What are they thinking? Mark, it seems like you're upset. What would give you that impression? I'm not, because I don't care. But if women don't wake up, don't have all the drama about how men mistreat you. Oh, my gracious, man, this one's here, this one's here. I mean, it's just, It's just weird when boys become men. They don't understand forces. And they think they think that, you know, they don't have fear, proper fear. I desire the best for you. I really do. Even if you're a goofball. I desire the best for your wife and your kids. But you're going to treat me this way. You're going to treat your wife this way. And that's my daughter. You just will. And you're going to treat my grandkids this way. You just will. Because it's who you are. And you're going to be nice. All your customers, you're going to be nice to, well, the ones that do what you want, you're going to be nice to other people. Like, I mean, I would prefer you just honor, because God says if that's not enough, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you say you want to be in flow, but you don't do the things that are required to be in flow. Like, really? And I'd prefer you not do it out of fear, but you know what? I'd rather you do it out of fear than not do it. Like, I'd like my son to go ahead and honor my wife because God says, or because he's friends with me. But you know what? If it's out of fear, I mean, do you not understand this is what I did to my son? Do you think I'm afraid of doing it to you? Do you think, what are you thinking? You're not thinking. You're not considerate. You're an imposter. Does that answer your question, Nora, or maybe not so much?
Yeah, it does.
Mary, questions, thoughts you have?
Wow, you gave me lots of thoughts to have, and I'm not sure how to put them into words right now. Um,
I don't understand, Mary, why people think I'm angry. I mean, why would you say I'm angry? I'm not angry. If you're angry, you got to care. Like, why do people black out around me, Mary? like, like, I have all of these models, but these boys aren't paying attention to the models, and the girls aren't either. And it's like these models, they're conceived, they're born out of pain. And so, I'd rather people do things, the right things in the right way with the right people with the right motives. But you know what? If their motives are not right, I mean, I'd prefer you not rob a bank, not because you're going to get put in prison. But you know what? Better not to rob a bank just because of fear of getting caught. I'd rather you not drink and drive, out of just like it's against the law. Well, I'm sorry. Number one reason I'd like, because it's just the wrong thing to do. Like you're putting some woman and her children at risk. Like, what are you thinking? How could you possibly do that? It's mind boggling to me. It's just like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And so I'd rather people did it for the highest motivation. And if they don't do it, because God says this is what you should do, okay, you don't even have to care. Just do it. And if that's not enough, then do it, I don't know, out of friendship and WIFM. And if that's not enough, well, then do it out of fear. I mean, do the right thing. You're going to, you know, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Anything else, Nora or Mary, either you have?
No.
Do you both? Do you both know how much I appreciate you both?
Not sure.
A lot. I mean, if I have one goofball in my life, it's hard. One, one a day. But when there's two of them that come in, it's crazy. It's crazy on how my energy, and it seems like they always enter in my life at the worst. Like when I need, it's like they're vampires. They're bloodsuckers. They're life suckers. They latch on and just suck the life right out of me. And I have nothing left. And then it just comes down to just pure discipline. Just Mark, you know what? Just do it. So hopefully this was helpful. Pass this along to somebody. This is a good one. Coming in hot. Always remember we can accomplish so much more together than we ever could on our own. Have an amazing. Bye-bye.